All right, guys, here we go. We're gonna do some beef jerky right now. So I have lots of friends and I have customers at my work that, as we get talking about Traeger and cooking beef jerky on the Traeger, they want my recipe. So here's to all those people out there. So what we're gonna do this time, I didn't have any jalapenos, so thought what we'd do is I had some green olives here that they've got some jalapeno and some garlic on it. So we're gonna go that route. So we'll get this in our Ninja Professional here. Plug that baby in. And I do believe it is going to be really, really good. So, okay, so I've got a cup of Yoshida's I put in this gallon bag. It's Yoshida's marinating gourmet marinade. Let's pour that in there. And okay, what we're going to do, so I've got the Yoshida's in there. And I've got the olives, you know, like 7 or 8 olives in there. Now I'm going to put in about a 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar. I really don't measure. You can do between like 1/4 and 1/2. And it's just kind of what taste you like. I just like the red wine vinegar because it really helps to kind of marinate. It just gets that kind of tenderizes the meat, and it gets the flavor really deep into the. I'll take some pepper. I'll probably do about, I don't know, 25-30 grinds of this. I just kind of do what I think would be really good. And then I got some salt from Redmond Salt, which is from Redmond, Utah. Plug for Redmond, Utah. A little more in there. I'm gonna shake a lot. Yeah, so that's about right for the salt, because it already has, you already have the sodium in there, so you don't need a lot. And then I use some garlic powder. Not gonna put a ton in of this either, because there is some garlic powder already. So just a few shakes, maybe a few more. All right, then we'll put in a little bit of onion powder, about the same, not quite as much as the garlic maybe. Just put in some good garlic powder, and then we'll put in about a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. That's really nice. Brown sugar just gives it that sweetness. We might as well just about a half a cup here. Then we're going to put some Worcestershire sauce. So probably about a 1/4 cup of the Worcestershire sauce. Oh, I did add. When we went on that little break right there, I did add like a 1/2 cup of water. I did add some water to it. And then we're going to use some cayenne pepper, and really, you can add a few shakes to this. I put some in, and then a friend of mine doubled his, and man, it was so good. Use a rump roast because they're less fatty, and we love them. So anyway, so here's what we do. We start out, I try to get rid of as much fat as I can, because it's not good to have any fat in the jerky, because it just makes it gristly. It's not good. So right, that's the tea, sis, right there. I think we're good on the cutting the fat off. So we're going to move to a little bit. So I'm just going to start here. Let's see, where's the camera at? There we go. I'm going to start right here. And we'll just, I like to do them like 1/4 inch thick slices. I'll get them like that. Okay, so now we're back. So I got this all cut up now. So I'm just going to throw this in my marinade bag. And, boy, it's going to be so good tomorrow. Whew, man. So we're going to do this. We're going to throw it in the bag. And tomorrow, and wake up. Well, we'll probably do it later in the day. We'll put it in here, and then tomorrow we'll lay it out on a cookie sheet with some paper towels. And we'll blot it, and then we're gonna put it on the Traeger and smoke it for 4 hours. You want to keep your temperature between like 175 and 200. Okay, so I've got that there. I'm gonna seal it up. Seal it up here. And I've already put that in this smaller bag here. And so I kind of broke it up into pieces, and I put some of the marinade from this bag into this bag. And so I'm kind of just going to let that sit too, and I'll come in and I'll kind of squish the bag. So we're going to take that, I'm going to throw these in the fridge, and then tomorrow we'll get this bad boy going in the Traeger. And so this is Dirk's day off, starting tonight, day off tomorrow. But we'll get moving on that. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, we're back. Dirk's day off. Right now, what we're doing is we're finishing up the beef jerky. So I showed you yesterday, I did the marinade. Showed you how to make the marinade and how to cut up the roast, and then I had this venison in there that I made with this more of the ground venison. So what I did was I showed you I stuck that in the marinade as well. And anyways, what I'm doing is I'm kind of just going through and wrapping it. I've already done. Let me move this bag. I've already done the jerky here. So what I do is I stick it down. I put a layer of meat down. I put a paper towel down first, then a layer of the meat, and then a paper towel, and then you just keep layering it. And then that kind of dries out a little bit more so that it's not so wet on the Traeger. Well, so there you go. That's it, Chief. Okay, so now we're putting the meat on the smoker. So I have the Traeger, it's a 34 series, it's the biggest one they make. So we just lay out, that's what I'm doing. I'm taking each layer off now, and I'm putting it on the grate here. Lay it out nice and even, and then we'll just we'll smoke this thing for about 4 hours. So I want to keep the temperature between about 170 and 195, 200, around there. And then in 4 hours, it should be perfect. Okay, that's the tea, sis.